Welcome to the Purdue Dairy Digest. I'm Dr. Jackie Borman. Today on the Dairy Digest, we are going to imagine what calves would ask for at Christmas. The holidays are upon us, and I hope that everyone can enjoy some time with loved ones during this holiday season. I thought on this episode before Christmas that we should think about what a calf would ask for at Christmas. The list from calves to Santa probably includes adequate ventilation, increased milk in cold weather, and deep warm bedding. When it starts to get cold, we naturally have the instinct to try to keep calves warm and draft-free. While those are good instincts, we have to remember the importance of ventilation. If we don't have fresh air, especially where the calves are breathing while they are laying down, there is increased risk of bacterial growth and spreading of that bacteria from calf to calf. This leads to more coughing, more respiratory disease, and more scours. The goal for ventilation for calves is to have at least 4 complete air exchanges in cold weather, so calves have fresh air at least every 15 minutes. In naturally ventilated barns, this may be hard to accomplish without the use of positive pressure tubes that will provide ventilation at the calf level. A number of resources are available for proper sizing and positioning of holes in the positive pressure tubes. So number one thing I think that calves would ask for at Christmas is proper ventilation. Secondly, in cold weather, calves would also wish for more milk or milk replacer. During cold weather, calves are using more energy to stay warm. This will reduce growth if more calories are not also consumed. The other reason to feed more milk to calves is that in very cold weather, water may freeze, and to ensure that calves are staying hydrated, feeding warm milk that, if we remember, is mostly water, will increase water intake and keep those calves very hydrated. We know that water intake also increases starter intake, which leads to rumen development. So if your calves slow down in growth in cold weather, consider feeding another feeding of milk or milk replacer to make sure that calves get enough calories and also that they're staying hydrated and all their cells are staying hydrated. The next thing that I think calves would want at Christmas is deep warm bedding. In warmer weather, we can get away with less bedding and alternatives to straw. However, in cold weather, we need enough bedding that calves can nestle into the straw and that the straw will trap some of their body heat and keep them warm. Ideally, we want the calves' legs to be covered by the straw when they are lying down to ensure that they are able to stay warm enough. For small or sick calves or in extremely cold weather, we may also need to use calf blankets to keep calves warm enough. In addition to thinking about our children this winter, we also need to think about how the needs of our calves change in cold weather. I recognize there may be some listeners out there who do not experience the same cold stress that we do in Indiana and other northern states. And in the summer, I will be sure to do a podcast on heat stress for calves. So stay warm and have a Merry Christmas. Thank you. If you are a subscriber to the podcast, can you do us a favor and rate us in iTunes? If you're not a subscriber, become one today, and you can listen to this podcast at your own time. Thank you.